This is Dungeon Not Included, the actual play podcast for the adventurous listener. You are listening to our game of Bulldogs, a sci-fi adventure RPG from Galileo Games. Brennan is your GM and host, Frank plays Sticky, Alex plays Graucom McGruff, and Red plays San Ming. Our theme music is by Seamus Ronan.
Last time on Dungeon Not Included, my crew left, and then there was a bomb, maybe? I'm not really sure, but I'm drinking and we're going to figure it out.
Nice. All right, so you guys are heading back down towards the Atmo Works, which is where the mysterious shooter was seen.
I'm gonna just go down there with my gun already assembled this time. I'm not messing
That makes
around.
sense.
Yeah.
Carrying sidearms is not illegal on this station, so you guys rush down there, kind of going the opposite direction of everybody else, who seems to be evacuating into spaceships and escape pods. You run across a couple of teams of security guards, like they're doing some kind of search. I don't know if you want to grab them to come along with you or not.
Yeah, I don't see why not. We'll tell them, or we'll go up to the one who looks like they're in charge and say, hey, we think we know the area where the bomb is. Can you come help us look for it?
All right. Make a report roll.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay, so you have 3 security guards with you now.
Yay!
And you get down to the Atmo Works, and one of them can actually get you inside by swiping a card.
Nice.
He swipes the card, he opens the door, and then immediately gets shot.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Everybody else dives to the side.
Yeah.
I think charge, right? There's a sniper charge. That sounds like a thing.
So are you charging?
I am charging really low to the ground because I don't have a choice. And I'm actually saying what I just said. Graucom, charge, right? That's a thing, charge.
Yeah. It's they're barking.
All right, I'm going to give you a token for that, actually, Sticky, for everybody's hero. So you charge directly into the line of fire. You need to make an athletics check to avoid being hit.
I don't have one of those.
Don't have one of those.
Don't got one of those.
So you can roll +0.
They got a 2 to hit you.
Sticky got a -3.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so you're going to take 5 stress from that.
5 stress.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have any conditions after that?
Let's see after that. Hold on. No, I don't.
Nice. Of course, you take any more stress, you definitely will. Okay, awesome. So off you go, charging into the charging towards the sniper. As the shots hit you, there's smoke coming out of your fur from the blaster fire, and you mostly just when you reach the person, they're just extremely surprised that you've charged directly at them.
They're going to enjoy to be further surprised. I am going to attempt to shoot them.
That is something that you have.
Yes.
Okay, and you hit. You got a 3, they got a 1. So you're going to do 2 stress to them. So your shot combined with the one that Graucom made earlier makes this person angry. So,
They would be.
all right. So Graucom and San, what are you doing? The
Son
two
is
security guards are like crouched on either side of the door.
Son is gonna rush in behind Sticky, and pull out her sword and go for whatever enemy is nearest.
It looks like it's just the one guy.
Okay, so then him.
Yeah, so you come charging up at him right behind Sticky then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to make a fight roll?
Hell yeah. 4.
Oof.
And I got a 2. So now they're winded and angry. So
Nice.
Graucom, what are you up to? As they both charged in. It'll be difficult to shoot this guy from where you're at because they're both
I
in the
think
way.
I'm gonna hang back and with the 2 guards and kind of block the exit in case anyone were to turn around and try and come out.
Okay. So you're blocking the exit?
Yes.
This person is going to try to shoot you now, Sunming.
Okay. I will athletics my way out of this. I got a 3.
And they got a 2. So they take a shot and miss as you dodge out of the way. And Sticky, what are you going to do? Take another shot? Start looking for a bomb?
Yes, I'm gonna. You know what? I forgot entirely about the bomb. This person who unfairly shot me as I ran at them.
Okay. All right. So you take another shot, and this person is now stunned.
I knew that would work. Oh god. Oh.
So yeah, the shooter then like sort of falls backwards, dazed from the blast fire that you've laid down. San, it's your turn.
Yeah. So, I want to try and kick him in the chest and knock him over.
Okay. So you're trying to knock him down.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be a fight roll.
Cool. That's a 2.
But I got a 1, so that's
Nice.
okay. You're able to put that condition on them, that aspect on them, knocked down.
Yeah.
So they're on their back.
Cool. Unless Grelcom wants to do something, I had an idea.
Go for it. No, I'm hanging back. I wanted to make sure that this person didn't double back and try and get out the door that you guys came in.
Okay, then San is going to step on their chest, point her sword at them, and say, "Where's the bomb?"
So that'll be a provoke roll.
Oh, for sure. Which I have nothing. Go ahead, Sticky, do it, please, God, help me.
Oh no!
-1 on the teddy bear.
Sick.
I squeak it out at first, and then, I clear my voice, and I'm going to spend a fate point.
Yeah.
That again.
So you got a +1 on the person.
Instead of a -1.
It's all right because they rolled a 0, so that's good.
Yeah.
Where's
Where's the bomb?
Where's the bomb? The person points over towards the Atmo Works where there's the big algae tanks are. and you can see the
Okay.
bomb on the side of the algae tank.
Okay.
But then they pull up a little trigger that they've got their thumb on.
Ah, shit. Okay.
So what do you do?
Is it a dead man's switch?
It looks kind of like it.
Okay. So if he takes his finger off of it, it'll go off.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab his hand and hold it close.
So that's a,
Son, out of character or Red, out of character, can I
Uh-huh.
recommend something? Can you just take
Yes,
the
please.
hand?
Oh God.
You
He's
have a
gonna bite the
sword.
hand
Can you
off.
hold it down and then hold his hand there and then just take the hand?
Would that work?
Or if
As
you're
long
holding
as
his
you're
hand and
holding-
maintaining pressure, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like grab his hand and cut it off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, hold your hand over it so the thumb stays on the fist, like you're on the pressure. Your hand covers the thing, and then just take the rest of his arm off, so that you just walk away with that.
You can see what you can do.
I can try.
And this is where the
So,
podcast ends,
is
everyone.
Would you consider this more fight or physique? Because I mean, cutting the arm off seems like fight, but
Cutting
holding
the arm off is fight. Yeah.
Can you
Holding the
invoke?
hand
Can you
closed would be
invoke
physique.
anything or use anything to help?
I mean, I am a werewolf. Or you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
There you go. That's a good one.
So,
Hey.
I mean, I'll just roll fight and we knock on wood. We might not actually have to use that.
Yeah.
That's 0! Wow! Holy shit. Okay.
And I got a 3.
For
that's-
his wrist strength.
That's far enough away.
No, he's trying to pull his arm out of the way.
Oh, he's trying to pull.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, I didn't know, like, it's like the blade's in there, but it's not quite getting through because the wrist has a 3.
No, I just don't think the blade's actually going to hit his arm at all at this point.
I mean, I can mark you wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Mm-hmm.
And also space werewolf therapist because I'm a fucking werewolf.
You in werewolf form though?
Are you going to partially transform?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get hairier
Okay.
and maybe a little toothier.
Yeah.
And I'll cut. I'm not going to cut the whole arm off, just at the wrist. Because I'm nice like that.
Because you're nice like that.
Because I'm nice like that.
All right. So what does that give you? A +4?
+4. Mm-hmm.
All right. So you've got hold of the hand and are holding the thumb down at the moment.
Yeah.
And then you take your sword and you've got that going on the arm, but you can't quite get all the way through.
Okay. This is really gross.
Yeah.
Could I?
Sticky, do you want to do anything?
Bite the other half or something. Jesus.
I was planning on
You could just kick his arm onto the blade to make it go through better.
God, that's so gross.
This
Right.
is so
So-
awful.
just to be clear, you drew a blade, went to cut off his arm. It didn't quite work. You kind of whipped out to do so more, and now I'm just gonna take his arm and just throw his arm at the blade. That's
No.
stupid.
So here's what I'm thinking. The arm is on the blade, right?
Just not all the way
It didn't go all the
through.
way through. But it's like part of the way through. So if you just apply pressure to the arm,
No, I'm on board. I
through.
scream, make a wish, and then I pull on his arm so that it snaps where the blade is.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Nasty.
Space Jesus.
Space Jesus.
That's a fight.
Yeah, I think the only way he can defend against this is with physique. So-
Yeah. Oh, this is
Jesus,
gruesome.
Frank, the negative
Jesus
one.
Christ! How did Sticky get a -1?
Light.
And I got a 2.
Welcome to Yells. How's it going
We
in
are-
there?
We are butchering this in
Right.
so many senses of the
So
word.
you're wrestling with his arm. It's not going anywhere.
Picture this in an actual like cinematic. Picture everyone just jumping on top of each other, wrestling towards a blade. No one's quite succeeding. This guy keeps staying alive no matter how many bodies and monsters we throw at him. I like it.
All right, I'm going to say that between the screaming of all of you and then I'm sure the smell of blood in the air,
Yeah.
Graucom starts to move in to see what the hell is going on. And he comes across this scene here.
Yeah. The security guards will follow you in as well.
What the hell are you doing?
I assume you're talking to the
To everybody.
to everyone.
Yeah. What the hell is going on?
Can we just stop for a beat and just in silence as we all turn to look at him? I'll say
Everyone's
Yeah.
covered in blood.
Everyone's covered in blood.
I'm not usually this sloppy.
All right, I want you to make a physique roll.
Me?
San, yes.
Yeah,
He's trying to pull his finger off the trigger.
2.
Minus
-2. Ha! Fuck you.
So you've got his finger still clamped very firmly on that trigger. So
Yeah.
Can I just shoot him?
yeah,
I'm gonna shoot him.
I don't want to kill him. I just want to chop his hand off.
Well, a 3 shoot. I got a 3.
okay.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to defend himself very well because he's kind of being grappled by 2 people at the moment.
Very badly.
The only thing he can do is sort of jerk himself around violently in an attempt to get you to hit one of them instead. But he
-1.
fails at that, yes.
Yeah. So I shoot him.
Yeah. You put a big hole in his chest.
Do you think you can get the rest of the hand off now?
The security guards basically ask you where the bomb is.
Son's kind of busy. She's got a sword in one hand and the dead man's switch in the other. So
Gripped on the other, yeah.
Yeah, so she can't really point. So that's got to be up to somebody else.
You could just drop the sword and point. I mean,
No,
I don't know where it is. I can't answer that question because I wasn't in the room, so I don't know.
Doesn't Sticky know?
Stick, do you know?
Sticky was in the room.
I'm
Sticky
sorry, what was
doesn't
it?
have
I think you
two
forgot
hands
about the
on
bomb
her.
entirely.
Oh, the bomb.
Son will nod her head towards it.
Okay.
You think you could like not make us blow up? Maybe look at it.
They run over there to try to defuse it.
These guys got it. We could go. Hey, can you do something? I know you're busy, but can you there's a problem with the computers. The jobs we didn't sign up for. I could see you're busy. Just some acknowledgement. Just nod.
They're completely ignoring you. They're paying attention to a bomb.
Can I make a fight or physique roll to finish cutting through this guy's arm?
I think it's physique at this point.
I would think so too.
And I assume this is going to be unopposed.
1.
Well, you can get it the rest of the way through, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
And then I'm gonna stop the bleeding because I don't want him to die.
He's got a hole in
Well,
his
he did get
chest.
shot in the chest.
Hole in his
dead.
chest. He's very dead.
Did he get shot through the chest, so he's fucking dead? Like, straight up?
Looks like it.
No, we'll never be able to interview him about what his particular reasons for wanting freedom are. I guess it's a shame. Anyways, bomb guys, if you got like a minute just to confirm you're hearing me. Computer issue, jobs, not signed. No, nothing. Customer service here is just awful.
So
Are you gonna
yeah, they're busy defusing the bomb. Looks like they've got it. You know, they've got it taken apart, and they're now trying to figure out which of the wires to cut.
Well, I'm just gonna grip this detached hand.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while for them to sort it out.
Hey guys, a group huddle. You could bring the hand, son. About these jobs we've been saddled with. This is in the middle of everything. Yeah, I think this is going to be a problem for us. How many of these jobs are worth having?
How many of them are worth having? You want to look them up?
Yeah, I'm going to ask Graucom and San. I assume Graucom has a list of them. I'm totally acknowledging that this is not an appropriate time to bring this up, but I'm not reading the room.
You're asking how many jobs we have?
Yeah, how many jobs?
I think all of them.
All the jobs.
We can't use all the jobs. So, like, how many of them are worth keeping? And we got to get rid of these. We're going to be on the hook.
I understand. My thought originally was we were going to all die, but we also needed to continue the original job we came here for. This was like a speed bump this is an explosive speed bump, but a speed bump nonetheless on trying to get Rex to Galactic Central. So I just grabbed the computer and hit check all.
Let's not say his name that loud. But also,
sorry.
Yeah, listen. I'm not blaming you. Weird that you thought you were going to die, so you decided to take as many jobs as possible. Kind of, maybe you should think about your life. But you know what? We've done a lot of that in the past. Don't think about your life anymore. Never mind. These jobs. How many?
Is there a terminal nearby so we can just look and see what we took?
You can step out to a terminal. There are 8 jobs that you took.
And we took all of these. These are what we took.
We can handle 8 jobs, right? Brennan, scanning through them really quickly. Are these they're doable?
Yeah, they kind of go all over the place, though.
All right. You know what? Red.
Yeah.
I like your leadership strategy of a coin toss, or was that my idea? I've lost a lot of blood. Anyway, I think, and I just put my hand on San's hand that's holding the severed hand. Like, I think we have a way of getting out of all these jobs if we want to. I'm not saying
first of all,
kill ourselves. I'm saying that we threaten.
Really weird that you're touching me right now.
I've lost a lot of blood.
And you're drunk.
I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just saying it's really weird and kind of disturbing.
Saying me touching you isn't terrible, but disturbing?
I mean, yeah.
Right, but also like we could just. I mean, we'll make them erase.
Could you take your hand off of mine?
I didn't realize
it's starting to creep me out a little bit because you're being really touchy-feely and you're never.
So you could just pull it off of yours, please.
I would rather not. Could you just take it away, please?
It's gonna fall on its own eventually. There it goes.
There it goes.
All right. So I'm losing the sense of touch on that side, but we could just threaten to kill everyone until they blank out our accounts, or we could take 8 jobs.
Or instead of murder, or taking 8 jobs, we could do the lie that you were trying to do and say it was a system error.
I don't
To
remember,
get out of it.
remember doing that. But yeah, all right, whatever you want. I'm just going to lie down here in this pool of mostly his blood. All right. Tell me
Uh-huh.
what happened.
Okay. You should see a doctor.
You're a doctor.
I am not a doctor.
You're a mental doctor, and don't let anyone ever tell you that's not as
I'm
important.
I'm I'm not a doctor of any kind.
You're pretty sure you are.
I'm really not. I have no medical degree or PhD or any of that. So,
All right. So the guys have now defused the bomb and are coming back over.
can I get some medical attention for my captain over here?
They'll call in some paramedics. The station's pretty much deserted at this point because most people have evacuated.
Okay. Um, while Sticky's being treated, Gralcom,
Hmm.
do you want to come with me to the Trans Galaxy office, see if anybody's still there, so we
Yeah.
can undo this whole thing?
If you think it's what we need to undo it, sure. I mean, let's go.
I mean, 8 jobs is kind of a lot.
True. It's true. But think about how confusing our path will be for anyone who's trying to follow us with our friend on the ship.
We can do 8 jobs that all go in order instead of 8 jobs that are really annoying.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. Is there
So-
anyone at the Trans Galaxy office?
Oh, of course not.
Yeah.
Is there a main like console or terminal that would be like used by the person who's in charge?
Yeah, but you'll have to get inside first. It's locked.
Oh, we have locked doors haven't stopped us ever. Let's break in and then fix it to make it look like break in and then fix the computer so that we undo our stuff and then leave.
You can try for that. It'll be either larceny or physique to get through the door. Physique means you're breaking it down.
Can I jerry rig?
A key?
Oh, I was thinking like pull down a panel and mess with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes
You want
sense.
to try? You want to try to do that?
I use my engineer to do that. And now, granted, I know that it means that it's going to be all messed up when we walk away, but I don't think we're really caring about that, right?
It's like the engineering version of breaking the door down.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying though, before I do this, I'm talking out of character. Red. I assume that we're not caring about whether or not the door is fixed or not. No one's here anyway, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to trace it to us.
That's very true.
So
I'm down
all right.
with that.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. So it's engineering +2, right? For my jerry rig.
Yeah.
It's 5.
Nice. Yeah. So you pull the panel off and tinker around with it, and the door slides open.
Perfect. Son, I believe you have the computer skills of us. Why don't you see if you can't fix the problem I created?
Yeah. Good luck with that. With your one.
That sounds like
Yeah,
a challenge.
Systems.
You know, saying I have the computer skills of us is not a very bold statement. It's not. I'm not like a hacker or anything. I just know how to work a terminal.
In all fairness, you know the company we work for. How hard could this be?
I don't know. Let's not jinx ourselves.
Mhm.
That's a 3.
Oh, that's nice. So you can the guy left in a hurry, so he left his terminal logged in.
Nice.
So
So you
pick
can go
right
in and
two.
uncheck some of those jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the jobs so we can pick a good one?
Though there's two that are sort of on the way back to Galactic Central Point.
Perfect.
The rest of them kind of would take you way out into the middle of nowhere.
Do we want to head back towards Galactic Central, or do we want to go out to the middle of nowhere and then head back? Because
I get what
that
you're
might throw
saying.
people
Yeah,
more
no,
off our
I get what
trail.
you're saying. It might be you might be right. It might be worth just doing one that's a little off the beaten path and then kind of swing back, or do one that's well beyond it and then turn back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So what are the 6 that are off the beaten path?
Can we just say we picked one that looks good and then you can come up with it later instead of
Yeah,
having
that's
to
fine.
improvise 6 missions for us?
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't
Sorry.
thinking about that. Just do that.
Yeah, I didn't have 8 jobs prepared for this one.
Dance, monkey, dance. Give us some jobs. No, we'll take generic job to be filled in later and know that it's off the path of where we want to go. Or do we want to even take one that just bypasses? Like we're just going to go right past it and then we'll double back?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
That was-
definitely makes
And that's
sense.
what we're going to do. We're going to take a job that takes us on the right path but goes past it. So if anyone's following us, they don't think we're going there.
Right. Okay. Cool.
You-
So you have 2 jobs now instead of 8.
Awesome. So
Nice.
I guess we'll start heading back, and then we have to look through the manifest to see what to unload. Because
Yeah, Sticky is
poor
Sticky
Rex
is
has been loading everything. on the
Sticky
ship.
is currently not happy because they injected him with something that sobered him up and then patched him up and sent him away.
That was garbage.
Oh, if it helps, Stick, this is a very long concourse between here and the ship, and there's lots of bars that are now abandoned by people who ran away because of a bomb. So there's probably some excess alcohol lying around for you.
He's right. I start robbing bars.
All right. Well, you grab as many bottles as you can easily carry anyway. So
Yeah. Well, half of them he's carrying in his stomach, so he's just chugging them as he goes, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. So you get back to the ship. Rex was loading stuff on. You have to unload some of it.
Absolutely. Well, we have to look at the manifest to see what's did he accidentally in this process somehow? Can we do a chance roll to see how much of the stuff is actually loaded on the ship versus what we have to unload?
Sure.
Could it be that he just loaded the right stuff
We'll find
coincidentally?
He loaded some of the right stuff.
All right.
But some of the wrong stuff too.
All right. So since that's the case, I think that we don't need to we can let Stick go lie down or do whatever. He can recover in
Go
peace.
lie down.
He can.
Well, I was gonna say, instead of having to have all of us
more.
do this, yeah, he can just keep drinking and chilling.
Yeah. So yeah, Rex will help you finish up.
Yeah.
You look around the docks. The ships are starting to come back because word has gotten out that the bomb's been defused. So.
So I think we'll load
a lot of chaos on this station. That's for sure. Yeah. So if somebody was following you, that might have thrown them off the trail a little bit too.
We just leave all of the cargo that people brought to our ship just on the dock.
Right.
They're returning it to those companies or anything. So I assume we're just leaving it right there.
Yeah.
Just leave a bunch of unattended packages sitting there. I'm sure that will come back to haunt us in anyway.
And you can disembark from Gun Barrel Station if that's what you want. Yeah.
I'm good for that. I assume you need to do a piloting check to take off and get out of here.
No, I think you can disembark from it without too much difficulty. Ooh. You will need to make a piloting check for the trip to the next planet, though.
Sure, I'll do that now. That's a 4.
Nice. So yeah, that's pretty good. You make an efficient route, but one that looks like you are, that will throw somebody off the trail if they think that you're going to Galactic Central Point.
Hey there, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Dungeon Not Included. If you did, please tell a friend and leave us a 5-star review and encouraging comments on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. It really does help spread the word for new shows like ours. You can follow the latest from the Dungeon Not Included crew on Twitter at DNI Crew, and over at Facebook at Dungeon Not Included, or at our home on the Non-Productive Network at Non-Productive.com/DNI Crew, where you can find articles, character sheets, and Patreon exclusives, as well as our latest episodes. Thanks!
This has been a non-productive media presentation. Executive producer Frank Hablawi. This program and many others like it on the Non-Productive Network is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license. Please share it, but ask before trying to change it or sell it. For more information, visit non-productive.com.